Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age, be able to swim 500 yards nonstop, retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool, and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
Yes, we are Cleveland. We begin our football series of games at Collinwood Athletic Complex, where some of Cleveland's greatest kids will compete for their league championship. The 2017 league had 57 teams, over 3,000 participants, ages ranging from 6 to 14 years old. We begin today with our youngest age group, ages 6 to 8, weight limit of 115 pounds. A total of 18 teams involving some 400 players come down to these two teams. Welcome to Collinwood Football Field for the 2017 Termite Championship game between the Westside Wolverines and the Glenville Panthers. Hi, I'm Tim Wells, and my partner John Good is in the house. And John, you got to give me some answers. Coaches on the field, are they going to run the right way? What should we expect today?
Well, we expect a real exciting football game here today, Tim. A lot of defense. These two teams are ranked high in the league in defense. The Westside Wolverines are unscored upon all through the playoffs, and the Glenville Panthers, who struggled to get to this championship game in the past, have finally gotten here, and these coaches and the organization is really excited to see their babies play.
And again, when you're looking at the teams that you're going to see here today, this is just the beginning of championship action. Folks, when we get done with the championship games, we will go to all-star games. So for the next 6 weeks, as we join into the holiday season, first from John and I, we want to wish you a very happy holiday season as we look forward to the Turkey Day coming up pretty soon.
That's true. But
first, let's take a look at the Glenville Panthers. They come in at 6-0. They're coached by Jason Higgins. They were number 2 in offense and number 3 in defense. But again, they were only giving up about 3 points per game. And again, when you talk to the Glenville coach, what did he have to say?
The Glenville coaches had to say that they like to keep the ball on the ground, running the football. They got exciting running back in Gary Pritchard, who's the 4th in scoring, very fast, a game breaker, got lockdown defender, and he's their go-to guy. His grandfather calls the offense for him, and he's always putting him in a good place to succeed. Guys like Davion Marlin, Elijah Harris, also contributing, great defenders, and also contributing on offense as well.
And then when you look at the Glenville team, they really have some outstanding players that they called key players for their game. 2 of them are league all-stars. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, Tristan Hughes and Keyshawn Telfair. Those guys are really, really exciting guys to contribute to on the team. Mr. Pritchard, Gary Pritchard and Elijah Harris. Those guys are contributing to the team's success this year. They've given up a minimum amount of points on their road here to the championship game, Tim. Again, running 90% of the time, only passing 10% of the time. They want to win the turnover battle and just get to the second level and block so they can get Pritchard into the end zone.
And again, Pritchard is their running back quarterback. He's fourth in lead and scoring, very fast. He's a game breaker, and he's a lockdown defender. On the other side, and still with the Glenville Panthers, is Davian Marlin. He's the center and the nose tackle. They call him the man in the middle. He's definitely a run stopper. And again, you mentioned John Elijah Harris, number 13, another running back. Excellent downfield blocker, active fundamentally, and fast and smart. But on the other side, with the West Side Wolverines, also undefeated, head coach Damian Johnson, they come in with the number one offense, 189 points, averaging 31 per game. Defensively, they've only given up 3 per game. But when you talk to the head coach, what did he say the keys were for his team today?
Well, he said the keys for his team, Tim, is to stay away from the penalties and win the line of scrimmage. Again, we already talked about their defense. They're number one and number 2 in the league, giving up only 3.2 points per game, and not make many mistakes.
And then when you look at their key players, as you mentioned earlier, it starts with their quarterback, number 7, Tristan Hughes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Tristan Hughes, but I've seen this team play during the season, and they have a lot of other contributing players too. Keyshawn Telfair, 7th in the league in scoring, always around the football, a solid tackler. Look for him to make some big plays on defense. Also contributing Antonio Williams. He's a run stopper, very coachable, loves to play, gives 100% on each play, and he's a real leader out there, especially on defense.
Well, without further ado, we see they're lined up. They're ready to go. So right now we're going to go over to Joe Wise for the player introductions. Joe?
Good afternoon. Welcome to Collinwood Athletic Complex for today's Termite Championship game. The participants in today's game, starting with the West Side Wolverines. From Madison Elementary, 3rd grade, number 2, Keyshawn Telfair. From Orchid Elementary, 2nd grade, number 3, Javante Knight. From Renwood, 2nd grade, number 4, Ramon Johnson Jr. From Arbor Elementary, 2nd grade, number 5, Tavion Wilson. From Old Brooklyn, 1st grade, number 6, Aaron Dancy III. From Lincoln Prep, 3rd grade, number 7, Tristan Hughes. From Clark Elementary, 2nd grade, number 8, Khalil Deming. From West Park Constellation, 1st grade, number 9, Dylan Sizit. From R.G. Jones, 3rd grade, number 10, Andre Portis. From Benjamin F. Elementary, 3rd grade, number 12, Jeffrey Daniel. From Joseph Gallagher, 2nd grade, number 14, Marquise Law Jr. From E-Prep, 2nd grade, number 15, Robert Bailey Jr. From Metro Catholic, 3rd grade, number 16, Amari Kennard. From West Park Constellation, 1st grade, number 17, Connor Griffiths. From Horizon Elementary, 2nd grade, number 18, Ricardo Washington Jr. From Almira Elementary, 1st grade, number 19, Amiri Durkin. From Charles Muny, 2nd grade, number 20, Elijah Chapman. From Imagine Bella Academy, 3rd grade, number 22, Christian Sanders. From Orchid Elementary, 2nd grade, number 23, Trayvon Hackabee. From Charles Mooney, 1st grade, number 24, Delonte Matthews. From Clark Elementary, 2nd grade, number 25, Nathan Tharp. From St. Thomas Elementary, 3rd grade, number 26, Jamarion Simmons. From Mary Queen of Peace, third grade, number 28, Kaleon Cleveland. From West Prep, second grade, number 29, Dontel Hewley. From Lincoln Prep, third grade, number 30, Antoine Williams. The Westside Wolverines organization's coordinator is Damian Johnson Sr. The Wolverines are coached by DeAndre Bell. He is also the offensive coordinator. Rynell Taylor is the defensive coordinator. Ramon Johnson Sr., Trayvon Hughes, Nicholas Studdard, and Jackie Martin. And now, your Glenville Panthers. From Campus International, third grade, number 1, Gary Pritchett Jr. From Cleveland School of Science, third grade, number 2, Tavion Lacey. From Village Prep, third grade, number 3, Davion Marlin. From Citizens Academy, second grade, number 4, Marshawn De Jesus. From Willow Elementary, third grade, number 5, Rajon Anglin. From Bluestone Elementary, first grade, number 6, Karan Hunter. From Village Prep, second grade, number 7, Ronnie Bradley. From Shoreview, third grade, number 9, Anthony Sherney. From Bluestone Elementary, second grade, number 11, Harlan Boyd. From Citizens Academy, second grade, number 12, Ramaj Davis. From Citizens Academy, second grade, number 13, Elijah Harris. From Madison Elementary, third grade, number 14, Noah Cox. From Campus International, second grade, number 15, Dahani Moore. From Memorial, second grade, number 22, Cameron Coleman. From Citizens Academy, first grade, number 23, Marcel Gaston Jr. From Citizens Academy, second grade, number 24, Kai Caldwell. From Charles Muny, second grade, number 25, Elijah Ainsworth. From Robert Jameson Elementary, second grade, number 34, Cashlyn Fort. From Citizens Academy, second grade, number 42, Travell Singleton. From Lake Erie Prep, second grade, number 50, Daytona McGraw. From St. Thomas, first grade, number 55, Qandre Christian. From Imagine Bella Academy, second grade, number 56, Lamar Heath Jr. From Bluestone Academy, second grade, number 88, Kobe Hunter. From Franklin D. Roosevelt, third grade, number 99, Albert Mallard. The Glenville Panthers football coordinator is Mr. Andre Pugh. The head coach, Jason Higgins. Offensive coordinator, Andre Pittix. Defensive coordinator, Deshaun Perkins. Also coached by Makia Cohill, Taiwan Moore, Alan Boyd Jr., and Dion Dye. Special thanks go out to trainer on the field, Mr. Bob Collins. Now please rise for the playing of our national anthem. championship game is officiated by head linesman Damian Pride, umpire Mel Parker, referee Ralph King.
We are moments away from championship action in the Termite division of the Cleveland Muny Football League. And first we're going to take a look at the rules that they're going to have to deal with, John, and there are some modification that's at. Let's talk about them.
Yep, Tim, on the Termite level, which is the introduction to contact football in the hairy little Termite division of Cleveland Muny Football. One coach on the field for each team, offensive coach in the huddle, and then moves back 10 yards. The defensive coach is in the huddle, then moves back 20 yards. Coach on the field may not talk to the players once they break the huddle. There'll be 8-minute quarters, regulation clock, 4 timeouts per game. There'll be an additional timeout if we have to go into overtime. There's no kickoffs. The ball begins play at the 35-yard line. There's no punts. The automatic punt rule is in effect on this level. The ball will be advanced 20 yards. Clock does not run while the referee is placing the ball. Must be outside the opponent's 35-yard line to start the play from scrimmage. Scoring touchdowns are conventional 6 points. Safety is 2 points. Ball placed at midfield when play starts to resumes again. And the extra points is kicked. If it's kicked, it's 2 points. And if they run or pass it in, it's 1 point.
And again, John, the officials that will call today's games, we're looking at them on the field. They'll get ready to do the coin toss. Our head referee, Ralph King, 31 years as an official, a 1976 graduate of Shaw High School. He currently works for the City of Cleveland Division of Recreation. His umpire will be Mel Parker, 10 years as a referee, 1989 graduate of Avion High School, and the head linesman, 6 years as an official, a former Muny football player. At that time, I think they were called the East 97th Street Bulldogs.
Yep.
6 years as a referee, a 2004 graduate of St. Edward High School, and he currently works for Buddy Contractors. And again, John, when you're looking at this kids' first time opportunity to play, and a lot of these kids have played that we're seeing at least for one full season, so they come in here with a little bit of experience, but still, what goes through a parent's mind when they see their kids getting ready for a championship game like today?
Well, I tell you what, Tim, the entire family is very, very excited. They're excited for the kid. They're excited for the team. They're excited for their organization and their football community. First time kids get a chance to learn the game of football, have some contact, and be introduced to one of the greatest sports in the world. The coaches spend a lot of time just teaching them the fundamentals of the game, also implementing the safety requirements in order to play the game effectively without getting hurt. And these guys come out and have a good time. I tell you what, folks, you're in store for a lot of great talented kids who you're going to see play in this league for years and years to come.
And when you talked about the key players, and we're looking at our head official, he'll be telling us in a moment here who won the toss. So let's take a look at this right now.
Toss the football. All right. We're on TV.
Ralph King does an excellent job of explaining the rules to the kids, what direction they're going, who's won the toss, and how they must play in conformance to the rules of the game. Good sportsmanship right there.
And when you look at the one of the key points here, John, is when you look at the scoring leaders in the top 10, this is I don't ever remember this in all the years of football, that you're looking at a young man here from the Westside Wolverines, led the league in scoring, folks, with 156 points. The next guy close to him had 82. And again, the Glenville Panthers, Gary Pritchard, he's in the top 10. He has 76 points. And Westside Wolverines and the Glenville Panthers both have outstanding defenses. You mentioned in the beginning, John, but they've both been able to score. So it's going to be, I really think it's going to come down to execution.
And defense, exactly, Tim, exactly. Mr. Hughes having more than 70 points more scored than the next guy in the league in this division. And with Antonio Williams leading the way on that offensive line with his crew of characters, these guys know how to open up holes for this guy, get to the second level, and push their men downfield to keep giving Mr. Hughes opening so he can get into the end zone.
And then the other thing, Jen, I want to reiterate, the coaches on the field, they'll be out there coaching, but once that team breaks its huddle, both coaches then have to back off by about 10 yards, and they're not allowed to give any instructions during the play.
That's correct, Tim. It's a very, very meticulous game when it comes to teaching the kids how to perform in their own independent way. One of the things that we do watch here in Muny football is the kids not only on the field performance but on their off the field performance too, and these guys are really good students in the classroom as well, so that makes the coach's job a lot easier when they're playing with a lot of smart student athletes. These guys this time of year know where they're supposed to be. It's no accident that they've made it to the championship game, and they're going to try to take advantage of winning this game so they can we'll see who takes home the championship trophy.
So the Glenville Panthers will start on the 35-yard line, their offense. And offensively, we'll give them to you this way, folks. Their quarterback is Rajan Anglin. In the running backs, there'll be 3 set in the backfield: Elijah Harris, Tavon Lacey, Gary Pritchard. On the line, it'll be Marshawn DeJesus, left tackle; Albert Miller, left guard; center, Davian Marlin; Kobe Hunter, right guard; Ramaj Davis, right tackle. The tight end on the right side is Ronnie Bradley, and on the left it's Taval Singleton. So we are underway here at Collinwood. It's the Termite Championship game between the Glenville Panthers in black and the Westside Wolverines in white. He's going to break to the outside, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards.
And they go right to Mr. Pritchard right off the bat, Tim. First play, try to get him into a rhythm and get that offensive line with the blocking type of mentality.
And again, you're going to see Robert Bailey come up and make the stop, number 15. Again, the left cornerback, and we'll give you their starting defense right after this play. And again, they were ranked defensively number 2 in defense. They actually tied with the Glenville Panthers.
I was going to say Gary Pritchard needed to lose those gloves off his face mask, and he did. Uh-oh, ball's on the ground.
Picked it right up and dropped it right there. Wet turf, John, a little bit of the rain playing a role early.
Yeah, a little nervous. And the elements do play a role in it. This is true football weather. These guys have been lucky all season. We've been having pretty good weather, but this week it took a turn for the cold and the wet. So as you can see there, number 5, the quarterback, didn't quite place the ball in there. So Rajan's got to do a better job of making sure he secures the ball right into the running back's belly.
3rd down and 7. Just underway from Collinwood.
Offensive line's got to come off the ball. Uh-oh.
Nothing doing there. The Wolverines had it all smelled out. And a big hit, Robert Braley, Tristan Hughes.
Yeah, good job by the defensive line, smelling this one out right from the beginning, knowing who's going to get the ball. The main man, Pritchard, that defensive line got penetration right away, so kind of ruined the chances of that play being successful.
And there's the league leading scorer, 156 points. And they are using the automatic punt rule. And John, you mentioned about that rule before. They inform the officials. They walk the ball up 20 yards. And the Westside Wolverines on offense. Tristan Hughes, their quarterback. Keyshawn Belfair at running back. Kayla Diming and running back. The wide receiver, Jeffrey Daniel and Robert Bailey. Tavon Wilson in the slot. And the guys up front that make it all happen. Kaylon Cleveland, left tackle. Delonte Matthews, left guard. Nathan Tharp, the catcher. Jamarian Simmons, right guard. And Antoine Williams, the right tackle.
Look like we got enough.
Timeout. Glenville. That is your first charge timeout. You have 4 remaining.
Got a substitution problem right there. Looks like Coach Sean need to get his defense lined up, and he knows that if he's one short with this explosive offense, it could mean a quick score for the Wolverines. The Wolverines are averaging about 30 points per game here in the playoffs, so the Glenville defense really has their work cut out for them this afternoon.
So first down, 10, 5:38 Wolverines. And the whistle immediately on the play. And they've got offside, it looks like. On the defense. Let's talk about the defense of the Panthers. A pretty good one at that. On the line, left defensive end, Kobe Hunter. Left defensive tackle, Anthony Sherney. Nose tackle, Davion Marlin. Marshawn DeJesus, the right defensive tackle, and the right defensive end is Elijah Hainsworth.
Before the snap, encroachment.
Their cornerbacks,
Defense. Number
Gary
4.
Pritchard
5-yard
and
penalty.
Elijah Harris.
Repeat the down. First down.
Linebackers, Tavon Lacey, Raylan Eglin, Ramaj Davis, and at safety, Harlan Boyd.
Yeah, Marshawn got a little anxious there. They're trying that right side right off the bat. Not a bad pickup for a first down. Excuse me, second down.
And again on the tackle, Devon Lacey. John, I'm a little bit surprised. It's early in the game, but I'm looking at the tackling pretty solid on both sides.
Yeah, it is. These guys they're hyped up, and usually the defense will have an advantage at the beginning of the game.
Hughes outside. Big yardage, 30, 25 before he's finally knocked down, and it's a first down for the West Side Wolverines.
Yeah, that was a nice pop there from the defender, number 5, linebacker Rajon Angeline.
You look at this, John. He did this. He made this happen. Tried to cut in. Look at this.
Yeah, he saw that there was no one outside and bounced outside. They lost contain over there on the right side. Kobe Hunter, where are you? He was able to turn it up and get a significant gain. They're almost in the red zone.
So Anglin, the middle linebacker, got over there to make the stop. It's first down and 10 on the 25.
Ooh, good play.
And they got to him before he could even get started. It was the left defensive end, Kobe Hunter.
There's Kobe. He made up for that last play where he wasn't nowhere to be found. Let the running back Hughes bounce outside. That time he slashed down inside and was able to corral him before he could get started.
Second down, we'll call it 9. Handoff.
Broken
This
tackles.
Put the whammy on him, partner.
Yeah, they had him in the backfield. Number 25 back there had him. Elijah Hainsworth had him for a loss, and he was able to break the tackle and get upfield. Right here, working around the waist, you got to stick your face in there and wrap up. These running backs are way too good. They score way too many points to be just throwing an arm out there. They'll break that tackle and take it to the house if they're not careful.
Third down, we'll call it 7.
No secret who's going to run the ball here.
Come on, Marcel. Come on, Marcel, right there.
There he is.
Yeah.
maybe a yard, if that. Kobe Hunter.
Yeah, Kobe's got his eyes together now, and he's believing what he's seeing. He has a nose for the football, and as you can see right here, doesn't really get blocked. Kept his contained though, and then slashed inside to make the tackle. Good job, Kobe. There's Kobe.
Again, the young man Kobe Hunter, a second grader out of Bluestone, loves the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, not a bad team to like this year.
Fourth down, they need 5. They're going to run to the outside, and it's going to be a tough road to go. Not this time. The Glenville Panthers defense comes up to make the tackle. It's Elijah Harris and Davian Marlin.
I can't tell you how important that stop is this early in the game, Tim, to give that Glenville Panthers defense a lot of confidence to deal with the leading scorer in the league, Tristan Hughes. Right here, you can see that defensive line sliding. As you see Kobe diving, trying to get him. You got 4 or 5 guys right there on Hughes to bring him down.
Well, again, both teams came out with the thought that they want to run the football. And the Glenville Panthers said we cannot let them get that outside run. They only did it once, and it was big yardage, but give them credit. They clamped down on them right away.
They sure did. They just got barely into the red zone, and they were able to get them out of the game, the offense off the field on 4th down. Not a bad thought for the Wolverines to go for it on 4th down with that type of offensive firepower. And, you know, when you're on that side of the field, that still gives the Panthers a long way to go.
So 1st down and 10. Again, the Glenville Panthers on offense, 2nd series. Folks, we want to remind you that we want you to be a part of today's telecast. We'll be selecting an outstanding player, offense and defense of the game. So as you're watching, keep in mind who you would pick. To the outside. And again, the Panthers. 1st down run, a pickup of about 7 yards. They're showing they can run the ball outside.
Yeah, a very good job, too, of running the football. Number 13 right there, Elijah Harris from Citizen Academy, taking his time a little bit on the outside. When he found a lane, he tried to cut it up inside, made a man miss. Picked up about 5 yards.
And Keyshawn Telfair, the right outside linebacker on the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 3. First quarter action. Rain is in the air. Temperatures about 39, 40 degrees at the best. And there does not include the wind chill.
Well, these kids aren't feeling any of that. They're just excited to be in this championship game and try to do their best to bring home that trophy.
And we got a timeout on the field. Glenville has called their 2nd.
Yeah, it looked like they had an alignment problem.
Yeah.
Number
timeout.
4.
Offense.
Looks like he's talking to him.
That is your 2nd charge timeout.
Get him straightened out.
You have 3 remaining.
So with 1:28, they have a timeout on the field. And folks, no better time to talk about it. Even though the football season will be wrapping up here, what's going on in all your recreation center? And it's Hardwood Classic time. Yep, we're talking Cavaliers, we're talking basketball. Again, boys and girls, it is now time to sign up at your recreation centers. Please go up to your rec centers right now. Boys and girls, ages 8 through 17. Now is the time to sign up. It's absolutely free to you, the citizens of Cleveland.
Quick hitter.
They ain't running behind that center because that guy over the nose, man, he dominated that series there, Coach.
Yeah, he did. Looks like it was number 10, number 20 on the tackle.
Yeah, Antoine Williams, Tristan Hughes, Hughes is showing me more than just the quarterback skills. He's a leader out there. You can see him talking to his players, stepping up and making tackles. Tough kid.
Yeah, tough kid, tough dude. You see that push right there in the middle, stuffing it up pretty good. Number 20, number 30 right there to corralling.
3rd down and 2. Big play right here. Glenville wants to keep it moving. West Side Wolverines looking for a stop.
Glenville still having problems getting lined up.
Handoff to the outside. Hit and brought down, but after he picks up the big yardage that he needed, and it's a 1st down for the Glenville Panthers. Robert Bailey came up to make that stop, John, but they got where they needed to get to.
Yeah, they did. Here it is right here. Pritchett just having a nose for the hole and getting the yardage needed to get the 1st down. That was a big 1st down for Glenville Panthers as we close out this 1st quarter.
So that brings us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score, a defensive battle right here from Collinwood. Folks, stay with us because when we come back, we'll have the start of the 2nd quarter in the Termite Championship game.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Okay. And again, the 1st down play. Welcome back to Collinwood Field where you're watching Termite Muny Football Championship. The Glenville Panthers in the black and white and red are taking on the West Side Wolverines. And the offensive coordinator, DeAndre Bell for the Wolverines, but on the other side, it's Andre Pickett who's the offensive coordinator for Glenville. You saw him on the field. Coaches are on the field. Now they'll back off when they break right here, and they can't tell them anything once they break the huddle. They both have to back off, and you'll see that right away. So it's 2nd down. We'll call it 6.
Looking for a quarterback keeper, probably trying this outside. And hand the ball off to Elijah Harris again.
Handoff, number 1.
Oh, good move.
Makes 1 tackle, breaks another. A lot of going east and west, but not north and south. But enough where he'll pick up 3 more yards. And again, Tristan Hughes and Javante Knight on the tackle.
It's a good job stringing that play out. Not letting number 1, Gary Pritchett, their big playmaker, find the lane to get upfield, showing excellence, team defense, speed for the Wolverines, knowing they got to stop that guy because he's the one who makes the Glenville Panthers go.
So 3rd down, we'll call it 3. 6 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. The Panthers.
Another alignment issue with Glenville.
Oh, he came up and he hit. That was a hit. I heard it all the way up here, partner.
Did he drop the ball? Well, he did.
He did. Turnover, number 1. The
Huge
West
play.
Side Wolverines came up with a big hit. And it looks like it was Kaylon Cleveland.
Yeah, this play was there was confusion right from the beginning coming out of the huddle with the alignment of the backs. He didn't quite get the ball cleanly, and that's just good ball and defense awareness to just snatch the ball away from.
He took it right away from him.
Yeah.
Galen Cleveland with the fumble recovery. Number 28.
Yeah, Pritchard's got to secure that football, but again, there was confusion right out of the huddle. So Coach Pritchard, the offensive coordinator, he's really got to get his guys settled so they can be more effective on offense. They're really putting their defense in a strain.
So first down, they're in the shotgun. Kristen, he'll keep it. He'll go up a couple yards. We'll call it second down, maybe 8.
There's that guy again, Kobe Hunter, making an excellent play. If he doesn't make that tackle, Tim, he's in the defensive backfield pretty quick, and that could have went for a big strike for the Wolverines.
So second down, 5 minutes to go. They got plenty of time.
But they don't want to blow the opportunity to take advantage of this field position.
Dimming and Telfair, and they snap it directly to Telfair. And now we got a penalty on the play. They're trying to get, they'll get together and figure out what the call was.
I think there was some movement before the snap.
I don't know if we can pick it up on the replay. I didn't see anything there, John, from that angle. But they definitely had a false start on the offense.
For the snap. The legal procedure. Offense. 6 men on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
So that's what it was. They had an illegal formation.
Oh,
there's a fumble.
It's a fumble. There he is. There he is.
They're not going to let him have the play because it was not blown for ready for play.
No, it was not ready for play. The referee was still making the call. He's making the call, and then the ball is snapped. He's not even in place.
Right. So this play will go for naught.
Delay of game. Offense. Failure to start the game with a worthy whistle. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Oh, it ended up being a penalty because they snapped the ball too soon.
Right, right. They're calling for delay. Now they got the whistle ready to go. 4:38 to go. Second down. We'll call it about 16.
Oh, good move.
Outside. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. The Panthers smelled it out, and they were there.
Yeah,
on the
job.
tackle, Elijah Harris.
You know what I did, right?
It's a good
He didn't
job.
get ready with it.
Good job of containment. Right there you see number 13. Harris doing a good job of containing him. Harris, one of the leaders on this team, knows how to make plays, has a nose for the football, knows how dangerous Hughes can be.
So third down, 18. They've been their worst enemy on this drive. And nothing doing. On the tackle, Kobe Hunter.
Kobe Hunter's been pretty busy this game. They'll Telfair right there playing quarterback.
I am surprised, John, the Wolverines don't take advantage here and punt this ball, use the automatic punt rule. They're outside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, usually Coach D is pretty smart about that field position, but he believes his guys can get it on first down, and if they don't, then they'll be all on the defense.
Well, they need 14.
Oh, reverse. Oh, good job by the Glenville Panthers.
Nothing doing.
Wow.
Kobe Hunter, Rashawn Englund. That Glenville Panthers defense is making a statement today.
They sure are. That side of the football, Cleveland and Matthews, those guys, Tharp, they have got to do a better job of taking care of Kobe Hunter. He's sniffing out every play, and he's just sacrificing his body and getting in there and making plays. He is red hot. He's already made about 4 or 5 tackles.
So the Panthers go back on offense. Again, the offensive coordinator for Glenville, Andre Pittix, is with the team in the huddle. It'll be first down and 10, 2:55 to go till half. At halftime, we'll be talking to both head coaches to get their views of the first half and what they'll be talking to their teams when they go in. Handoff outside. He's got a lane. He's got a lane. It's nothing but speed.
Coming back.
He's in. Touchdown. But they have a penalty against Glenville.
Yeah, Gary Pritchett just couldn't lay off the defensive end and clipped him in the back. Really didn't have to touch him. That's when you got to be smart and just lay off of him and let your offensive player, was talented as they are, to go ahead and make that play. He had the outside. Harris had the outside, but Pritchett just could not lay off of his legs and hit him in the back.
During the run, legal block in the back. Offense, number 1. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat the down. First down.
Yeah, you can clearly see on the replay.
Take a look at it here. Number 1 is what they called it on.
Yes, it's right in the back right here. You can see him go down.
Oh, yeah, he hit number 16.
Yep.
Good call by the official.
Yeah, and it did have a direct effect on the play. Did it right in front of the ball carrier. You just can't do that.
So first down, 15, clock runs.
Those are the kind of plays that can keep you off the scoreboard.
In the backfield, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, good job by Pritchett. I just knew he had lost yardage on that play.
And he's the one that made him. He's the one that saved him from not getting tackled. You see the one missed tackle there by number 2, and then right here, that was a great tackle by Khalil Demenes. I got to apologize to you guys out there in the TV land if I butcher your name. It ain't simple like Tim and John.
Yeah, we're trying, kids. We're trying, family. We're trying real hard. But just an excellent job. This shows you how much talent Pritchett has. I mean, he was turning those legs. He drugged the guy for about 2 or 3 yards. And they just got to give that guy just a little bit of daylight. He'll take it to the house. Here he goes.
To the outside. One missed tackle. Another missed tackle. Finally knocked out of bounds by number 3. And it's a spot where they're putting it. It should be a first down. It is a first down for the Glenville Panthers.
That's a huge play before the half.
And you look at it right here. This guy, just his moves alone.
Yeah, he's got speed and moves. You see a guy dive in there. Got to keep those feet moving when you're going against a guy like Pritchett.
It's Javante Knight.
Timeout. You have 4 remaining.
Javante, that was Javante Knight that knocked him out of bounds eventually. But now you have a first down and 10 with 1:14 to go in the half.
Family Dollar Drive. You need to move your car immediately. Repeat, you are parked in a Family Dollar Drive. You need to move your car immediately.
You can see how talented these ball carriers are in this division. All they need is a little daylight. It takes one score on this level to really get an advantage and possibly win the game. Again, the Wolverines are averaging close to 30 points a game, so the defense of the Panthers have really done a good job of shutting down those high-powered, explosive players for the Wolverines that they try to get on the board right here before the half.
Well, one of the keys the coach had told us from the Glenville Panthers was to win turnovers. That hasn't happened, but they've done a better job on stopping their outside run.
Sure have.
Handoff.
Oh,
throw it.
Pass.
He's got it. It's a race to the end zone.
Wow.
No flags. Touchdown, Glenville Panthers.
From one star to another. And you can see, Tim, that's what happens when you effectively run the football against a stacked defense of the Wolverines. He sucked them right up, and Coach Pritchard gave the right call, and the Panthers made the execution to get into the end zone. Big play before the half ends. Just what the doctor ordered.
Set it up nicely here, John. You look at it. Hey, everybody in the world is thinking he's running.
Yeah, and good job by Pritchard, the running back, to just give his teammate a chance to catch the football. He saw he was wide open. He got his feet together, threw the ball out there, and excellent job with his eyes. Elijah Harris right there looking the ball in and taking it to the end zone, just like we practiced it. I should say they practiced it.
So they'll go for the extra point here.
This is a big play right here. Quick hitter.
Oh. Immediately brought down. Well, they stopped it there. It was number 15.
Yeah, they stopped the play.
And it was Robert Bailey that made the hit in the backfield. So the extra point is no good. And again, you see a very happy offensive coordinator from the Glenville Panthers. They executed the play perfectly. They set it up with the good runs. Nice job by the Glenville Panthers, who take the early lead here. We got 1 minute to go in the half. So the West Side Wolverines will take over on now on 35-yard line, 1st down and 10.
They're going to have to be very careful, this Glenville defense, with this, all the talent that they have on this Wolverines offense. This is a lot of time for a team like this. Here it is. Oh!
Throw. And the offensive guy became the defensive man. It was number 2 that came back and actually Telfair ended up hitting the guy as soon as he touched it, because it would have been an interception.
It sure would have. And Telfair did an excellent job of protecting his offense, protecting his quarterback, and getting that hit right at the impact of the guy who scored the touchdown. And we know he's got good hands because he just displayed that on the last offensive possession for the Panthers to take the ball into the end zone. So good job there by Telfair.
So we got 2nd down and 10. 52 seconds to go here in the half.
Look for a run to the wide side where the ball's in the middle of the field. They'll probably go to the left here. And they do on the jet sweep. Ooh. Pass cracking.
Timeout on the field. So a timeout has been called. Gotta believe it with the Wolverines.
Yep. And a great effort these kids are putting in. One hitting them high, one hitting them low.
Yeah, it was number 2
and number 3.
And number 3, Lacey and Davian Marlin. And you know, why they have this timeout, we want to let you know, folks, that again, the Westside Wolverines ranked number 1 in offense. And again, both teams matched up defensively how they were. So, John, if you're the Wolverines, you got a 3rd down and 7. You want to pick up the 1st down. You surely don't want to give them the ball back.
No, you don't. You want to at least get a significant gain right here to give you 4th and short. Of course, ideally, you like to get the 1st down, but this is 4-down territory with this much time left to go in the clock. Slow developing play, and he just lost his footing.
You know, I have to question the play before, John. The Wolverines are coming to the left, and then he cuts back to the middle. If he stays outside, he surely had a lane there.
Yeah, he did. Looks like it from here that he had a lane. You never know what those ball carriers see when they're running the football, but as coaches and observers, we like to see them stay outside because 9 times out of 10, there's less people to beat and there's more daylight. Kobe Bryant is going to have to leave the game because they stopped the clock to make sure that he was all right. So he's going to have to leave the game, and that might be detrimental to this Glenville defense. Wow. No,
Nothing doing.
It wasn't detrimental at all.
So the Glenville Panthers take over the ball with 19 seconds to go on their own 35, the Wolverines 35, and it was Davion Marlin and Tavon Lacey on the tackle.
Yeah, number 3, Davion Martin, is doing a heck of a job today on defense. There he is right there.
Defense, defense, defense. You hear it all the time in championship play.
Say they wins championships, but the Wolverines with the better ranked defense gave up the big pass play, and that's the difference in the ball game right now. Coach Pritchett, I'm pretty sure he'd like to get on the scoreboard one more time before the half ends. He's got 19 seconds. See what he can pull out the hat. It's all about execution. Everybody's reminding the defense about their responsibilities. Looks like it might be an alignment problem or a chin strap, mouthpiece not in.
Failure to wear proper equipment. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Mouthpiece not in. Folks, you got to have those mouthpieces in to start the play.
You know, some of our viewers at home would be thinking, well, why didn't they just tell them to put the mouthpiece in, especially at this younger level? The problem is, folks, when they get to championship games and play, coaches rather you call it. You know, during the regular season, fine, you know, as long as it's consistent for both teams.
And again, they're not allowed to talk to him once they break the huddle.
That's correct. That is correct.
Good defense right there by the Wolverines.
We have a timeout call with 4 seconds to go, and Glenville has decided to try to run one more play here.
I don't really understand why
I don't agree with this at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're up 6-0.
Offense.
Now I think they're down to 2 timeouts.
That is your 3rd charge timeout. You have 2 remaining.
Man. I hope that doesn't come back. Say at the end, I wish I would have had it.
Yeah.
And it was Keelan Cleveland on the tackle. The Mary Queen of Peace School. Again, at halftime, we'll talk to both head coaches. Again, we'll talk to the Westside Wolverines head coach first.
The game this close. I don't know if I would have called timeout before the half, and I'm sitting on the other team's 40-yard line. I would just take the lead to the locker room. They've got an option to run or throw. There's not too much blocking out there for them. That's it.
So that brings us to halftime with the Glenville Panthers out in front, 6-0. And again, we'll have the coach from the West Side Wolverines. And it does not look like it's going to, oh, it is. DeAndre Bell is the head coach. I've been calling Damian Johns. He's their coordinator. So right now, joining us on the field is the head coach of the West Side Wolverines, DeAndre Bell. Coach, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've come in with a loaded team on offense, but it seems like the Glenville defense has got you bottled up a little bit.
Yeah, they did their homework, and they know every play that we're running, but we're going to make some halftime adjustments, and we're going to be ready for the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looks like, Coach, your star running back, you can't get him loose, and the offensive line doesn't seem like they're sustaining their blocks so that he can get to that second level.
Right.
Did you see what I'm saying?
Right. Got to get better blocking from the O-line. Got to stay on the block. They're touching them, but they're not staying on the block. So hopefully when we get this together, we can stay on our blocks and open up the holes for them.
Now, you haven't had anybody score on you in the offense, in the offensive points against you during this playoff run. That pass play, that fake pass play, really caught you guys off guard.
Yes, it did. It did.
What kind of conversation did you have with your defense after that?
Oh, we gotta stay home. Everybody has to do their job. The corners can't fall asleep and just look at the running back coming out running. He got to still protect the outside, even if he don't have a receiver over there. You still protect the outside. Your first step is back, but he didn't do that. So yeah, hopefully we get it together. We're gonna make some adjustments, and we'll be ready for the second half.
Well, good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, folks, we want to take a look at some of the plays that defensively the Glenville Panthers showed some great defense here in the first half, John, and realistically, that's been the biggest difference, I think, Glenville's defense.
Yeah, it has been Glenville's defense. You can see the Wolverines right there swarming around the ball players, the ball carriers of Glenville. A lot of gang tackling, but I gotta say one word, one name, and that's Kobe Hunter. I'm sorry, that kid has been all over the place, inside, outside, all around. He's got about 5 or 6 tackles already, and they're living up to a pretty good reputation that they had playing defense all year long.
And again, John, when you look at the halftime stats that have been passed along to us, you can see they're pretty even, 15 to 14 plays. The big thing is that big pass play that they got for 48 yards. That was the big factor where they caught him looking for Pritchard, and he got behind him, and that was the difference so far.
You got to get it, take your hats off to this Glenville coaching staff. They have really done a good job of keeping the playmakers for the Wolverines bottled up. They're playing well outside. Again, I got to mention his name, Kobe Hunter, is after that first play of the game where they were able to break contain on his side. After that, he's been all over the place. Elijah Harris, who's making plays on offense and on defense. Davion Marlin, number 3, had a big hit along with number 2, Lacey. So they're laying the wood, and they're sending a message that the Panthers are here to play. So the Wolverines are going to have to up their game.
Well, folks, stay with us. When we come back, we'll have the head coach of the Glenville Panthers in the start of the second half.
Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age, be able to swim 500 yards nonstop, retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool, and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
Welcome back to the second half of the Termite 2017 Muny Football League Championship. Right now we have offensive coordinator with us, Andre Pickett.
Hicks.
DeAndre Hicks?
Yes.
Oh, it's Coach Hicks?
Coach Hicks.
Coach Hicks. The offense seems to be sputtering at times, but you was able to get a big play with that pass play.
Yeah, we just trying to take what they're giving us and run our offense and, just keep sustaining and just running our offense, doing what we've been doing all year long.
It seemed like a few times back there you had some confusion in the backfield. You had to use a timeout or two to get guys lined up. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I think the hype of the game got some of my kids' nerves, so they kind of hyper out of place. I think it's their nerves really, but hopefully we'll get that together in the second half so we can keep it rolling.
Well, League Director Jason Dunn is joining us here for the second half of this championship game. Jason, do you have something for the coach?
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
How you doing, Mr. Dunn?
Hey, you guys seem to be doing a pretty good job defensively on Mr. Hughes. What's factoring into you guys stopping him right now?
Just really staying disciplined. Them guys get around the ends and they kind of do what they want to do. So we just trying to stay home, play our base defense, and not let them do what they usually do all year, what they've been doing all year, the guys. So we just staying disciplined, doing what we've been doing all year long.
All right, well, keep it up and good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dunn.
All right, folks, so we're about to start the second half here. Glenville's up 6-0. And they've been able to keep this high-powered Wolverine offense in check during the first half. The Wolverines will start off with the ball, start off at the 35-yard line in their own territory. Lineups are still the same. There hasn't been any significant changes. And we'll see if they can get their offense going. Again, the number one in the league in offense, and Glenville's been able to keep them off the board. Lineups are still the same, staying with what we started with at the beginning of the game. Tristan Hughes, the high-powered offensive scorer in the league this year, scoring 70 points more than the next scorer in the league. And we'll see if Coach D can get him loose to get him in the end zone and get on the scoreboard. Keyshawn Telfair in the backfield. Khalil Demings will join him in the backfield. Wide receivers Jeffrey Daniels. Slot Tavion Wilson, and other wide receiver Robert Bailey Jr. Right now we're trying to get the lineup set, making sure he got his helmet snapped up good for player safety purposes, and we'll get underway.
The second half is all about adjustment, so you can see both of these teams coming out in the second half. It's going to be about the message the coaches got to the kids and who makes the most significant change.
Exactly. There's the snap of the ball. Looks like it's going to be offsides. Referee is pointing toward the Glenville side of the ball. We got a pretty sloppy start to the second half. Ralph King will have the call.
Before the snap, encroachment, defense, number 4. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Yeah, that's number 4 on defense. Yep, Marshawn Jesus and that infraction. Wow, they got in there pretty quick right there.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of pressure up front by that front four.
Yeah, and they got their eyes on that ball carrier as he's brought down real quick by Ramaj Davis, number 12. You see right here.
Look here, he takes the handoff from him. He turns up, and that's Tristan Hughes. But it's kind of hard when you dodge your defenders in the backfield.
Yeah, it sure is. And they've been trying to get Tristan loose all game long, and they just can't seem to get him any openings. But we'll see what they come up here on second down. Second down and 5 yards to go. The direct snap. Tristan, he cups up the side to the right side, and he got the first down.
You know, this is the kid they want to feature today.
Yep, and he's out to the 47-yard line. On the tackle, again, with Miles Davis and Marshawn Jesus.
You know, and this is the coach right here, understanding down the distance. Just a direct snap off the right side, picks up enough yardage for a first down.
Trying to get it to his playmaker. 7:04 to go in the third quarter. We just getting started with the second half. There's Tristan Hughes back up the middle. He bounces out to the right, makes a man miss, hard hit. Picks up about 6 yards right there as he's brought down by number 2, Tavon Lacey. And believe still have a player down for Glenville. And number 5, he's going to have to lead the game. Looks like he's holding his arm.
You know, that last play here, that was just, you know, the same play. It was direct snap over to Tristan Hughes off the right side. He had a convoy of blockers in front of him. He did a great job of reading his blockers to pick up the yardage.
Yeah, Hughes has some great vision, and he's got quick feet, so he can get through the hole pretty quick. He line up here, second down and 4. Tried to cut him up inside, but nowhere to go. As number 34, number 25, I'm sorry, Elijah Hainsworth, who had a great first half, had a couple tackles, big tackles in the first half. Again, and on that play, they line up quick, another direct snap to Hughes, and he goes right up the middle. He's got some daylight. He bounces outside to the numbers. He's got a couple people to beat. He's got picking up some blocks, twirling, falling forward. He's at the 14-yard line. Marshawn Jesus on the tackle again, along with Tavon Lacey, and an excellent job for Hughes. They tried to keep him bottled up, but he was able to get outside here, Jason.
An incredible run here. You talked about the vision of Hughes. He started out to the left. He's seen a cutback lane, cuts it back to the right. Like all good backs, like he switched hands right here. You always taught to keep your hand, the ball in the outside hand closer to the sidelines. Throw the stiff arm out there, pick up extra yardage. Great run by Hughes.
Good job by Hughes as he finally finds some daylight, and that's what Glenville did not want to happen, for him to find his rhythm, and he was on his way again before a play stops by the referee. Looks like it's going to be offsides on Glenville.
Go get somebody here.
And yep, that's exactly what it is. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense, number 13, 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down, first down.
They've got the defense reeling a little bit here, John.
Yeah, Coach Sean is trying to get his defense together, knowing how dangerous this offense can be. Again, back to Hughes, and he goes right up the middle. And that offensive line is really coming off the ball now, blocking. He didn't get touched till he was 4 or 5 yards down the field by Marlin and Anglin.
You know, here we go again. Direct snap. He just powers right up the middle this time. And we talked about coming out in the second half and making those second half adjustments. So far, the Wolverines look to do that.
Yeah, it looks like Coach D gave his offensive line a pep talk as we have a player down. Looks like it is a Panther. Again, we have Cleveland Clinic trainers on the premises to evaluate players who do get injured. And we want to thank them for their contribution to the league today and for everything they did during the offseason. Rain or shine, those guys were out there helping us keep our players healthy with proper diagnosis and making sure that players returned home the way that they came. The number 4 is being escorted off the field, Marshawn DeJesus, who been doing a very good job on all day, really, at defense, holding it down. They can't afford to have him out too much longer, especially the way the Wolverines have gotten their confidence and they're mowing down the field. Looks like that offensive line has got their stuff together. Like somebody jumped, there was movement before the snap. Referees are going to talk about it. Usually when it's whistle blows before the snap, it's usually on the offense, and that's exactly what it is.
Before the snap, false start, offense, number 28, 5-yard penalty, repeat second down.
You know, penalties like that can be momentum killers.
They sure can, and the Wolverines got to get on the board here as they're in the red zone. Hughes is in the backfield, takes the direct snap, starts up the middle, bounces outside to the left as a foot race, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that was a bit of crafty running by Hughes there.
Yeah, that whole series was nothing but Hughes, but you got to give credit to that offensive line. You got to give credit to Cleveland, Matthews, Tharp, Simmons, and Williams. Great job, and here's the all-important extra point that we talked about the first time when Glenville scored, how this can't be the difference in the game. As we're in the third quarter of the 2017 Cleveland Muny League Termite Championship game. Wolverines lined up. Hughes is in the backfield. Looks like he's lined up to take a direct snap. Glenville's making a last-minute defensive adjustment. He got Marshawn back in there, and they're going to need him. Coach Sean's getting them lined up. And he broke the huddle. Lined up, they're down the set. Back to Hughes. Hughes up the middle. It looks like he's in. And he is in for the extra point.
Hey, back to the guy who got him there.
That's right.
And you look at it, he ran that one right behind Matthews, Tharp, and Simmons, behind that big offensive line.
Good job, O-line. So we got the Tar Blooders taking a look at each other and trying to correct each other. But the most important thing is the Wolverines scored on their first possession in this second half, and the offensive line has gotten some momentum as we take a break in the action. Westside Wolverines 7 and the Glenville Panthers 6.
Car crashes.
Accidents. We're telling you why be next.
So listen to us. Don't drive and text.
Keep Cleveland safe and do not text when you drive.
When severe weather strikes or when streetlights go out, vehicles blocking intersections can make it difficult for emergency vehicles to pass and can cause traffic gridlock. To create more safe and efficient streets, the City of Cleveland and TV20 are asking you to don't block the box.
Well, folks, welcome back on a Saturday afternoon at Collinwood Sport Complex on the north side of Cleveland as we play the 2017 Termite Championship. Wolverines just scored, and Glenville Panthers have the ball as they go to the right side and bounce it upfield. And number 13 right there on the carry. Tristan Hughes on the tackle. Number 13 on the carry.
Yeah, number 13, Elijah Harris.
Yeah,
one of their trio of running backs. He hits the outside. And he picked up a good block from the left tackle. It was him one-on-one out there. And Mitchell Hughes made a great tackle in the open field.
And that's what Coach Hicks is trying to do. He's trying to get those guys one-on-one so they can make a big impact on these run plays. He's got 2 or 3 very good running backs, and Pritchett, Harris, and Anglin, the quarterback. Glenville lines up, 2nd down and 2. Anglin under center, he takes the snap, he hands it off to Pritchett. He's hit hard and he only picks up 1. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 coming up. Good job by that Wolverines front line. On the tackle right there is number 8, Khalil Deming. It looks like the Wolverines have taken it up another notch. Coach D stays on the field for defense as well.
You know, you can ease a lot of this momentum that the Wolverines are carrying right now by picking up a 1st down on this 3rd down and short.
And I'm thinking Glenville is probably thinking this is 2-down territory if they don't get it on this play. We'll see. There's a keeper, goes around the right side, gets the 1st down, and he's out of bounds at the 48-yard line, pushed out of bounds by Robert Bailey Jr., the left cornerback, as he came up and made the stop. Let's take a look at it right here.
You know, he came out, he reverse pivoted out, so it almost like a naked bootleg. He hit the edge, he beat number 8 to the corner, threw the step arm on 15 and picked up just enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, everybody's looking at Harris and everybody's looking at Pritchett. But Coach Hicks using all of his offensive weapons to advance the ball downfield. And Anglin did a very good job in the 1 carry that he's had on this drive to get the 1st down. So 1st down, 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Wolverines leading 7-6 as they just scored and tacked on the extra point to take the lead. Anglin behind the center. Makes the call. Takes a hike and gives it to Pritchett. Pritchett dips inside and dips back outside and shut down hard and quick by number 2, Keyshawn Telfair. Just reacting very quickly on that play.
You look at it here, that Telfair just set back. He shot the gap. You know, the offensive lineman just completely missed him. Great tackle for a loss in the backfield.
Yeah, the offensive line has really got to stay with their blocks on these plays. As you can take a look right there at Keyshawn Telfair. Right there. 3rd grader, honor roll. Loves Raiders. Marshawn Lynch likes football and playing video games.
Beast mode.
Yep. Lost of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12. Takes a snap. Gives it this time to Harris. And there's nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Tristan Hughes on the tackle along with Elijah Chapman. And they shut that down real quick.
And, you know, Coach Tufts is trying to get his backs on the edge. But right now, the Wolverines have exceptional defensive team speed, and it's hard getting on the edge on these guys. You might have to think about running some off tackle and getting them some straight dives.
Well, like you mentioned when we started the 2nd half, Jason, the adjustments have been made. We can see what the Wolverines have done. They have really talked to their front line on offense and on defense, and you can tell the difference, the way they're penetrating on defense and how they were knocking them back on offense.
Yeah, and that front is definitely impacting this game right now.
So big down right here. Be interesting to see what they do after this play. Coach Hicks lines them up. England lined up under center. Two backs to the right, one to the left. Turns and gives it to another fake pass. And he throws the interception. Taking it back. He's across midfield. He crossed the 40. Makes a man miss, and he's down at the 38-yard line of the Panthers. Tristan Hughes on the interception, and Tristan's doing it all. Tristan is doing it all. Looked like he forced that throw, Jason.
And he definitely forced the throw, and I can understand Mr. Hicks' mindset. I'm going to go back to the play that got me the first 6. But unfortunately, he throws it to the wrong color jersey.
Yeah, he did. So big play by Hughes on defense.
I believe this is the game's second reception, and Hughes got the second on defense.
Yes, he, yes, he does. We take a timeout. Glenville, as they get their thoughts together. This is an important possession for the Westside Wolverines as the Panthers gather themselves on defense after the results from the first half possession. Nope. So the Wolverines walk up to the line of scrimmage as play resumes here in the third quarter. 1:45 left with the Westside Wolverines leading 7-6. Tristan Hughes is in the shotgun. Calls it out, takes a snap, starts inside, bounces outside to the left, and it's a foot race. He's to the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, and pushed out of bounds right there by number 13, Elijah Harris, who's getting a lot of work here in the second half on defense. As Tristan Hughes just takes over this football game on offense and on defense.
If you look at it here, straight direct snap, powers off to the left, quick nimble feet, bounces back outside, and right from this point right here, just a foot race. He gets down the sideline, and number 12, he just fell. Touchdown saving tackle there by Mr. Harris.
Yep, Tristan takes the snap again. He weaves outside, weaves back inside, drags a man down to the 4-yard line. Davion Martin right there, the standout for the Panthers on the tackle. And they're in hurry-up offense mode now.
Yeah, Glenville needs to stop right here.
Yeah, they do need to stop right here. They line up quick as Panthers are in a bit of a disarray. Hughes takes a snap again right up the middle. Nobody around. Touchdown! Westside Wolverines. 2 quick scores here in the third quarter as they extend their lead by 8. With an extra point attempt on the next play. And they're in hurry-up mode again. Line it up. Stop play. Looks like it might be on the offense since we didn't get the snap. And I believe it's going to be a legal procedure. Oh, it's on the defense.
You know, you want to keep this. You want to keep this a one-score game, so you definitely have to stop this extra point right now if you're defense, if you're Glenville.
Well, there's no secret who's going to get the ball and where he's going to try to do. Good catch, and wow, great tackle right there by Kobe Hunter. There he is. He showed up.
Excellent jump off the ball.
Yeah, Kobe finally showed up here in the second half, and that was a huge, huge play.
And he got that from the defensive end spot.
So with a minute left in this third quarter, less than a minute left in this third quarter, the Wolverines extend their lead by 8. and go up on the Panthers in this championship game 13-6. We'll be right back.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where do cats go on vacation? New York.
After giving up this last score, you would think Coach Tuff would come out with a more balanced attack. You know, you want to try to get those offensive linemen. You got a good middle of the line, so you want to try to get behind those guys and just move the chains at this point and try to eat up some of this clock.
The play clock has started as referee Ralph King has called the game into play. Panthers are going to have to hurry up and get this ball snapped, or they're going to have a delay of game as they trail the Westside Wolverines 13-6. Anglin under center, he snaps the ball, gives it to Pritchard. Pritchard up the middle, and he slams forward for a pickup of about 7 yards. Good job right there of getting up the field, tackled by Tristan Hughes.
And that's exactly how you want to attack this aggressive defense. Just run right at these guys. They're coming up the field so hard, they might just run by you.
Well, it looks like Coach Hicks seems to have them motivated, and we'll see how long it will last and if he can keep being effective. Glenville walks up to the line. Again, Glenville with the second most high-powered offense in the Termite division. Full house backfield. Anglin takes the snap, hands it off to Pritchard. Pritchard makes a man miss. He goes back to opposite field. Offensive lineman, too many guys standing around. Stiff arms Tristan Hughes, but he still brought him down. Short of the first down or right near the first down.
This Tristan Hughes is everywhere.
He is all over the place. There's a pickup of about...
Come on, baby, we got him. Come on.
3 yards, and that'll be the end of the third quarter with the Panthers advancing down the field with a chance to score. They approach midfield, and the score, Panthers 6, Westside Wolverines 13.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
I'm ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
All right, welcome back to the Collinwood Athletic Complex here at 152nd and St. Clair Championship Division. Westside Wolverine 13-6 over Glenville. Quarterback drops the ball. Anglin, he's running for his life, and he's brought down hard. It's about a 7-yard loss right there. As the defender who brought him down is number 9, Dylan Sitz. A good job by Dylan to snuff that one out. That was a huge play. We'll see what Coach Hicks has right now in his arsenal to advance the ball downfield.
Yeah, moving forward, the Glenville Panthers has to play mistake-free football in order to get a drive started, in order to keep the drive going right now.
We'll see what this offensive line can do because Wolverines are fired up. England will be under center once again. Full house backfield. You can look for Pritchett to get the ball here. And he does not get the ball this time. He gives it to number 13, Harris. And Harris gets upfield for a very good gain. Picks up about 10 yards. Javante Knight, the linebacker, and Robert Bailey Jr., the left cornerback, makes the tackle, as you can see right here.
You know, Glenville's going back to what they started with, powering off that right side. You know, they clogged up the middle, so they bounced it outside where there was no defenders. And picked them up a solid game.
Glenville just can't seem to get a clean handoff in that backfield. Last few times, England has handled the football. He's either dropped it, as you take a look right there, Elijah Harris. He's either dropped it or it's not a clean handoff. So it's important, if they're going to keep handling the ball that way, they can't have any penetration from that Wolverine defensive line. We're looking at a turnover. They got to secure that ball. England under center again. He looks around. He gets set. Ball is hiked. England turns, gives it to Pritchett. Pritchett right up the middle to try to get the first down, and he is stopped hard by Elijah Chapman, who makes a big play. That's a huge, huge play, as fourth down is right here for the Panthers. And instead of punting the ball and giving the Wolverines a further field to go.
Well, I think right now with 5 minutes and still ticking, you know, you're definitely in 2-down territory.
It's fourth down and 4. Fourth down and 6. I wonder if he's going to try to throw it again with that halfback pass. England's in the center. He's making sure his line is set, his backs are set. Everybody's set. He takes the snap and he gives it to Harris again. Harris about to try to get around the left side, and he gets that outside and he gets the first down. Wow. It didn't like he had much room on that side, Jason, but he was able to turn upfield and get the first down.
Incredible determination on that run. Once he got that handoff and he stretched and extended the play to the left side, it was all about getting those shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. And once he got the shoulders square, it was nothing but green in front of him.
Yeah, as you can see right here on the replay, just an excellent job of putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield and getting as much as he can. Just great awareness by Elijah Harris. Tackle by Telfair and charge. England taking his time under center. He takes the snap right there, quick hitter right up the middle to number 2, Lacey. Tackled by Chapman, and Lacey was able to pick up about 3 yards.
You know, and that's something I spoke about. You know, the way to attack this aggressive defense is just run right at these guys. So you got to keep them honest about running little quick fullback dives. You know, Glenville has a trio of running backs, and they all can break it at any moment.
Well, Lacey, a tough runner right there, was able to get it up, hit it up in there pretty quick for Medicine Elementary, a 3rd grader. Seahawks. His favorite player is Marshawn Lynch of the Raiders. Here's with the quarterback sneak, just a little delay first, and right up the middle again, Jason, as you called out before. Ball security, England was able to push forward to get to about the 29-yard line. Knight and Chapman on the tackle. Chapman's been pretty busy this second half, making some plays.
Yeah, the kid is all around the ball everywhere, sideline to sideline, really aggressive linebacker.
So again, as Jason mentioned before, this is going to be 4-down territory. It's 3rd and 5. It looks like it's a little bit shorter than that to me. More like 4.
It's all about moving the chains right now.
So England will be under center with 3:10 left to go in the game. This is a very important possession and drive for the Panthers. They do a good job of using all the clock, and wow, A lot of standing around right there. Telfair's on the tackle.
He did an incredible job of getting off that block to make that play.
Yes, he did. The blocker there seemed to stop moving his feet and stood around as Harris tried to bounce him outside. And
yeah, and that blocker was Rion Bradley. You know, he engaged, but he disengaged so quick from him.
Yeah, Bradley's got to do a better job of staying with him, especially this late in the game. The clock is ticking. I believe Tar Blooders have one timeout left.
Big fourth down here.
Big fourth down. This is the ball game. Glenville taking their time. Angling under center. And they're going to go straight ahead. And they give it to Pritchard, and he's getting loose. And he busts outside. It's a foot race all the way to the end zone. And he scores! Glenville Panthers all-star Gary Pritchard.
Hey, and once again, John, the attack point was the middle of that defensive line.
Collapsed them all inside and bounced outside in a foot race to the end zone. And Pritchard, like he's done so many times this year, takes it to the end zone. Great job by that offensive line staying on blocks, and Pritchard with that vision and those quick feet bouncing it outside to the end zone. He's the biggest play of the game right now, 13-12. As Glenville lines up to
you might even
try to get successful at this extra point.
You know, if you don't like something, you might even want to call a timeout just to make sure you get it right.
Well, they have 2 left. 1:54 left to go in the game.
Triple I.
Stacked in the backfield. They give it to the third man through Pritchard, and he's in the end zone, and we're tied.
Hey, John, I know I sound like a broken record right now, but I told you, going out there, you have to attack the middle of that defense.
Yes.
And on this extra point, they attack the middle of the defense.
Well, they attack the middle of the defense, and you see Pritchard right there pointing to the Glenville fans, letting them know that, hey, we got it done, guys. Thanks for your support. As they jump up and high-five each other.
He started up in the middle of the field. Nifty run, switches to the outside. He got 16 turned the wrong way. And at this point, it's all about speed and acceleration.
And Pritchard's been doing that all season long, folks, so it's no surprise to these Glenville Panther fans that they got the results that they do have on that drive. But they have got to stop Tristan Hughes.
Still a lot of time left.
And they have not been able to stop Tristan Hughes in this second half at all.
What adjustment do you make defensively right now?
Stop Tristan Hughes. And there he goes. 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 And he cuts back cross field. And you see a coach just standing. Singleton was just standing there talking to the coach. And he's not aware. And Pritchard was able to push him out of bounds.
Hey, you made it sound so easy. Just stop Hughes. How difficult is the task? That, you know, that's a difficult task for him, John.
They need all 11 guys. And it looked like Singleton, it looked like Kobe Hunter just stopped playing as you take a look at it right here.
And he got him up to the right side, you know, and it looks like he was bottled up. He had nowhere to go. Once he switched field, this guy does a tremendous job of switching the ball hand to hand. Ball is always in the right hand. He's always got that free hand to stick the stiff arm out there. He frees himself to pick up an additional 4 yards.
Yeah, he's just a great instinctual runner right there. Great instinctual runner.
He led the league in scoring this year.
And here we go. Tristan Hughes, clock is ticking, 1:19 to play. Hughes gets the ball again, goes inside, bounces outside, goes back inside, and they're able to bring him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1. On the tackle right there, Marshawn Jesus and Rajon Anglin. Clock is ticking, less than a minute, 48 and counting. Right there, good job by Anglin. He's got a hold of him, he's not letting him go. And you'll get a timeout right here by the Wolverines. That offensive line not as effective on that play as they've been in this second half.
Hey, and England has turned out a pretty good ball game himself. He doubles as a quarterback on offense. If you look at England on this play right here, he just shoots right through the middle from his linebacker spot. And once he got a hold of him, he never let go.
Yeah, he's
whirled and whirled. Now, England, he comes from a football family.
Oh, yeah?
His older brother was the starting quarterback with the Panthers last year. He's currently the starting JV quarterback with the Glenville Titans. I'm sorry, Tarblooders.
The Glenville Tarblooders.
And it's a good chance he'll be the varsity starter next year.
So, little England right here has got a bright future, huh?
You know, William is one of the kids we took down to Florida with us. We participate in the NFL flag football.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm pretty sure he's here rooting his little brother on. And they need a big defensive stop here to push this game into overtime. 40 seconds left to go in the ball game. Ball's on the 33-yard line. It is 4th down and 3. And there's no secret who's going to get the ball and what he's going to try to do with it. And there he is right there. And he has the first. No! He get it? Looks like he got it. He got it.
He got it.
31 seconds to go in the game. The clock will stop because of the first down. They're lining up. Coach D has a hurry-up offense in his arsenal. On that tackle was Tavon Lacey. There he is again. Hughes.
A big hit there. Got another timeout.
Wow, this is an exciting ball game. Lacey and Hunter is on the tackle right there. Hunter is down trying to tie his shoe up. Looks like there's a timeout. 22 seconds left to go in the game. Timeout Wolverines is Coach D.
John, you got the #1 offense versus number 3 defense. You know, there's no secret this game is going to be exciting here.
Exactly. These guys are playing their hearts out. They're playing their hearts out. And the Glenville Panthers have knocked on the door of the championship game so many years in a row, Jason, that they're here now and they're fighting their hearts out. The kids are really putting in a hell of an effort.
It looks like we can be working a little overtime today, partner.
Yeah, it does. But that's all right. Tristan Hughes is going to try to do something about that as you got a tight lineup right in the middle right there. And they jump off sides and got exactly what they wanted. A smart play by the Wolverines, and it doesn't quite get them a first down, or no, it'll be 3rd down and about a half a yard, but they advance the ball with no time on the clock, taking off the clock.
Defense, number 11, 5-yard penalty, repeat the down, first down.
You don't want to help these guys out. You don't want to inch them closer at all.
No, you don't. So 2nd down, a half yard, and I won't be surprised if they did it again. They're lined up, bunched up together, pretty bunched up. Tristan takes the ball, tries to get outside, a big hit, but he's able to wrap. Get down the sideline, and he gets out at the 9-yard line.
You have to wrap.
Big hit right there by England, but Marshawn DeJesus was able to drive him out of bounds and stop the clock at 13.
There you go.
Seconds to go.
That shoots up was Gary Pritchard with the big hit, but he failed to wrap.
They line up. Look like there's a little confusion again on defense.
That's sweaty palms time.
That's not good. Officials calling a timeout for Glenville. Got Coach Hicks out there on the field trying to help out Coach Sean.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. You know, you got 13 seconds to go. You got the ball in the red zone. Final drive of the game. You know, it gets no more exciting than this. And you can tell by the coach. Look at the emotion on the coach's face.
Yeah, Coach Hicks has got that offense going in this second half and got him in the end zone. He's trying to root his defense on.
You know, and these teams have been out there since June. The coaches get so emotionally attached into the ball game and to the kids, and they really get it all to the kids.
They sure do, and they do more than just coach football, as we all know. Tristan Hughes at quarterback. 13 seconds to go, 13-13. Ball's on the 9-yard line. Hughes looks like he's going to throw, but he goes back the other way. It's only one man to beat. He stiff arms it. He's got it on the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. With 4 seconds left to go in the game. The Wolverines sideline goes crazy, and the fans are elated. Heck of a call. Heck of an effort by Tristan Hughes all the way down the field. Great job by Cleveland, Matthews, Tharp, Simmons, and Williams. And coaches.
He got
into the end zone. And the Glenville coaches don't agree, but he got into the end zone.
Yeah, instant replay definitely showed he made it in there. You got to get the sideline together now, Coach.
Extra point try. Yep, extra point try. Tristan again, up the middle, and he's got it. And that was all Tristan. All Tristan Hughes.
With 3 seconds left in the game, I guess you got to come up with your best trick play now.
And the best trick play you can possibly find.
You have anything that can get you 65 yards in one play.
Well, here we go. Here we go. Panthers have got to hold it together. Panthers have got to hold it together. And they've got to come up with, like you said, they got to come up with a heck of an effort to get the ball down the field.
I've seen some pretty interesting stuff happening over my years watching football. So, you know, it's not a question that they can strike 65 yards in one play.
Sure they can. Sure they can. But I got to give it to the Wolverines. They came out here in the second half. The offensive and defensive line put a great effort together, and Hughes, with his vision and his quick feet and determination, done an excellent job of getting his team in the end zone when he had to.
Yeah, the Wolverines head coach, DeAndre Bell, definitely did a great job of making adjustments. And coming out in the second half, it's all about the team that makes those adjustments and actually capitalizes on it.
And they did a good job of that. So now Glenville will get the ball with 3 seconds left to go in the game. They got to keep their heads up so they can put together a heck of an effort right here. They got exciting ball carriers like Pritchett and Harris that can definitely take it to the house. Everybody's got to block. Everybody's got to give a full effort. And we'll see if they can get the ball down the field on this defense that's ranked #2 in the Termite division.
Just a great ball game today. Great ball game.
Good job to both organizations. Good job to both coaching staffs. And definitely a good job to all the kids who played. We'll line it up. They're in the shotgun this time. Ball's going to be directly snapped, and it looks like it's going to be illegal procedure, as it looks like Elijah Harris took off a little too soon.
Yeah, he was a little early on that jump.
But no, they called offsides on the Wolverines.
Oh, that looked to be on #2, Keyshawn Telfair.
Okay, Keyshawn's got to hold his water a little bit. So we got one more play left. 3 seconds left to go in the game. This Termite division, as Jason mentioned, they've been out here since June, and it comes all the way down to this in the last part of October. There'll be a direct snap to Pritchett. He throws over to the side to Elijah, and he's tackled right away by #2 of the Wolverines, Keyshawn Telfair. And that'll be the end of the ball game. Great effort by both teams, both organizations, as the Westside Wolverines are your 2017 Termite champions with a score here at Collinwood Complex Center of 19-13.
Yeah, I know it's an emotional loss for the Titans, for the Panthers. But these guys got to hold it together, understand that they went out there and they fought incredibly hard today. And, you know, came down to the last play, came down to the last drive. But these kids put together tremendous effort today in today's game.
Well, as both teams shake hands as they meet at the 50-yard line and celebrate the great effort on both teams' parts, we'll take a timeout and we'll come back with the awards ceremony right after this.
Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age, be able to swim 500 yards nonstop, retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool, and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
Well, right now we're going to go down to Joe Wise for those post-game ceremony awards. Joe?
Joe Wise here, sideline reporting for TV 20 here at your Muny football Termite championship game for 2017. And oh, what a game it was. Participants, Westside Wolverines versus Glenville. It was a great game. We hand it over to League Commissioner Jason Dunn for the trophy presentation. Jason.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Joe. We had an incredible ball game today, and we're going to first start off with giving out our 2 specialty awards. All right. Today, for outstanding defensive performance and the kid that earned defensive MVP of the game. The kid had 6 tackles, a few tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and had extreme energy and effort today. We want to bring up number 88, Kobe Hunter, Glenville Panthers. Come on up, Kobe. Come on, right over here, Kobe. Right over here, Kobe. How you doing today, Kobe? I want to tell you, I'm extremely proud of you today. You went out there, you kept it together. I seen you out there getting your defensive line together. You were encouraging your teammates the entire way through the game. You never gave up, and you gave it your all. So I want to say this on behalf of everybody in the stadium. Thank you, and we appreciate what you did today. All right, you got anything you want to say, Kobe?
No.
No?
Okay. We'll be back.
Kobe said they'll be back. So here you go, Kobe, the 2017 Termite Division Defensive MVP. Now, I'm standing next to Coach Andre Hicks. Glenville Panthers, you guys had an incredible season this year. You know, stat sheets, coaching, fan base, support staff. You know, you guys been out there since June. I've made numerous stops at your camp. And I commend you on what you guys do and what you provide to the Glenville community for the Cleveland Municipal Football League and for the city of Cleveland. You guys played a great game today, and you guys have a lot to hang your hats on, and you have a great group of kids behind you. You have a great group of parents in the stands over here, and you have a great coaching staff behind these kids. Anything you want to say, Coach?
First of all, I'd like to thank the man upstairs for making this happen. I want to tip my hat to the Westside Wolverines, because they're a hell of a team. And we'll be back. This was a special run for me because my grandson was in it with me. And we'll be back, bring one back for the community. Good job, Westside Wolverines. Good job, Glenville Panthers. Keep your heads up. We'll be back. All right. And I'm sorry. I would like to send a shout out to my coach, Jay Higgins. He wasn't here, but this went out to him. And we tried, Coach. We gave it our all. Came up a little short, but that's all right. We'll be back. Thanks. Thank you, fans. Thank you, fans. Thank you, Glenville community. We love you. Know we're going to bring one back for the red and black. Y'all know it.
All right. So now at this moment, I would like to present the 2017 Termite Division runner-up to the Glenville Panthers.
A great game played by the Glenville Panthers. An incredible effort. Once again, hand for the Glenville Panthers. And now, your 2017 Muny Termite champions, the Westside Wolverines. An incredible performance, a back-and-forth game, a last drive that took them the length of the field all the way down. It was a great game for all the participants, all the fans here to watch. Action-packed game. Commissioner Jason Dunn with some trophies to give out to the champions.
Okay, I would now like to give out the trophy to the offensive most valuable player of the 2017 Termite Division Championship game. This one right here should come at no surprise. This kid had 3 touchdowns today, 96 yards rushing, and had the most points in his division this year by a landslide. And he already beat me to it. Mr. Tristan Hughes. Incredible young man here. He does it both on the field and in the classroom. Incredible student, incredible teammate, incredible community member. Would you like to say anything, Tristan?
We'll be back next year and win it again.
There you go. He's already made claim to it. Okay, now, I'd like to bring up Coach DJ. Coach DJ, Coach DJ. So Coach DJ, he returned back home this year.
Yes.
Returned back home.
Yes.
We got a chance to see you guys early in the season. Actually, before the season even started. You know, I was hearing about the buzz over on the west side. I started hearing about all the speed DJ got, the kids he's got. He's got the community back behind the Wolverines this year. You know, they went out there and they've established their identity on the west side. I said, let me go see what the buzz is about. And it was incredible. You know, you guys really did a great job with the kids this year. DJ, what contributed to the support you got from these parents and the kids you ever get into the program this year?
Well, we took a year off last year. We won it in 2015. We took a year off last year. We came back. We had a whole lot of new parents. It was hard for them to fit into the system, and we was new, but I ain't even taking the credit. Today, I already got mine in 2015. This one right here is for my dude, Coach Rynell Taylor.
All right, Coach Rynell Taylor, defensive coordinator. All right. Defense played a good game today, Coach. You know, you went out there and you did a solid job against one of the best offenses in the city. How did you do it?
It was a tough week of practice, and basically the game plan was to put 4 quarters of play together and come out here and play a championship game.
Okay, so there you have it. So now, trophy presentation, your 2017 Termite Division champions goes to the Westside Wolverines. I'm gonna pass it back over to Joe Wise.
Well, there you go. The 2017 champions, the Westside Wolverines, as Tristan Hughes puts the entire division on notice that they will be back to win it again next year. Back to you, Tim Wells, in the booth.
Thanks, Joe. John, what a tremendous ball game. If anybody want to sit back and watch a really elite young group of kids play football, it was here today.
Yeah, it was here today, Tim. We saw a lot of great talent that's going to be in the league for years and years to come. There's a lot of special kids out there. The Westside Wolverines started off a little slow, but once they found their rhythm and the coaches really put emphasis on that offensive and defensive line, they did exactly what they wanted to do. And with a talent like Tristan back there in the backfield, Tristan Hughes, hey, sky's the limit. They eliminated some mistakes. Glenville brought it all the way back, had a chance to win it, but couldn't pull it off with a stop on defense late in the ball game.
Well, folks, you've been watching the Termite Championship game. We want to remind you that stay with TV 20. There's much more to come. Next week, we'll have the JV Championship game between the CMHA Renegades and the NEO Saints. Both of them come in undefeated. It should be a good one. But for this day, it belongs to the Termites. Again, the Glenville Panthers and the Westside Wolverines put on the show here today. We're going to take a look at some of the faces, some of the great plays. And for John Good, I'm Tim Wells. Thanks for being part of TV 20. Good night.